Clouds rolling in. Nice misty afternoon here. It's in the mid 40s here in Idyllwild, Pine Cove area. My dad's place up here. It's a private association. There's a couple trails that go back here, which is all natural forest. This is my dad's place is the location of my second encounter. One of the very first videos I did. I'll leave a link in the description. This is the upper trail. There's another lower trail down below, about 75 yards down. The upper trail is way easier. It's kind of almost a service road. We're probably, I don't know, quarter mile in, and there's the old well for the association. It's long since abandoned. It's been a couple of years since I've been really far back on this trail. 6,000 feet, man, I'm out of breath. Clouds rolling in. But the last time I went this far, a few months ago, this tree wasn't falling over, so this is kind of interesting. Now, I'm not saying it's Bigfoot. I mean, got a lot of winds and rain this last year, but it's always odd to me when it crosses a trail like a do not pass, and as you go, we're kind of in an open area now. When you kind of cross over this log, you get into a steeper area and really thick full of trees. We're going to go back there in a minute. I got a trail camera with me. I'm going to set up a trail camera. I know 90% of the time it's pretty worthless for Bigfoot, but I'm up here and it's kind of just for fun. We'll set up the trail camera. Serviced it and cleaned all the lenses on it. Haven't done that in a long time. My old trusty Bushnell. So we're going to set up a trail camera and see what we can find. Leave it out here for a couple days. It's Saturday night. I'm leaving Monday afternoon, so we'll check it Monday midday. Who knows? There's actually bears up here now, which is quite interesting. Wasn't bears up here for a long time, and the coyote population's really exploded. There's more deer up here than ever before, and for being somewhat of a dry winter, there's lots of ferns, and it was kind of a ha-ha fool you, because 2 or 3 weeks ago it was, well, about a month ago, late April, there was still snow up here. Then 2 or 3 weeks ago we had like 85 degrees, and now it's like down to the 40s, so it was like 2 weeks of ha-ha fooled you. Not quite California yet, but certainly pretty. So we're gonna hike up ahead past this fallen tree and find a good spot for the camera. So we're a couple hundred feet past that big log, getting deeper in here. Heard some odd things that almost sounded like half human voices, half like a bird. Pretty odd. There are a lot of birds out right now. But a little spooky nonetheless. I'm sure it's just a bird. Funny story back in here. Because I was up here a couple of years ago and off on my own, and real quiet day much like this, and I thought I was going to be a Bigfoot smartass, and found a big stick and clapped it against a tree over here. It might even have been that tree over there, because it was somewhere in here where it got thick. Clapped it, whack, whack against the tree, and stopped dead quiet. Then a second later, about, I don't know, 50, 60 yards up, I hear movement. I hear crunching around, like within 5 seconds of me crunching, I heard it. I'm like, oh crap, it worked. Deer tracks. I know this is a big deer trail. Anyway, so I clap on the tree a couple times and I hear something crunching around up there. And I'm like, oh crap, what is that? And I hear something moving through the brush and of dead fall leaves, and I'm like, oh crap, it worked. I called in a Bigfoot. There's one of these big rocks up here, and I can hear it. I know it's right behind it. And all of a sudden, behind this rock, a doe pokes its head out. It was just a deer. Oh, doe scared the crap out of me. I thought I was going to be Bigfoot's date or something. But yeah, so not everything in the woods is Bigfoot. But I found it interesting how me crunching up and walking around and out of breath didn't do anything. But the second I clap on a tree, that deer got up and left, and I never would have known it was there, and it was fairly close. Anyway, funny little story. So we're kind of in the area I wanted to set it up in. So we'll put the camera down and find a decent tree to put a camera on. think that rock outcropping there is where the deer poked its head around a corner and scared me last time. Seeing lots of deer tracks. Let me zoom out, I'm getting pretty shaky. Trail camera there, pointing somewhat uphill. Who knows, I could completely duff it. But, you know, being a closed road, I'm not too worried about people stealing it. Because every couple of years people come up here for work, and then it's quite an older community too, so not too many people come hiking back here. My dad does, but you know, mountain man, Papa Squatch is my dad. So, yeah, we got the trail camera set up. We'll see what we get. This seems like kind of a spooky area. Seems like kind of a green patch up there that probably going to be pretty hard to get to, but I don't know. That looks kind of cool. I think I'm going to go up there and check it out. But that's the trail camera set up. Here's that green patch. Showed you from down there. We're getting a little closer. Spooky little outcropping rocks up here. Reminds me of the old Robin Hood movies for some reason, like Sherwood Forest. Oh, this is really steep. I'm really fat. Kind of that patch of that sagey brush stuff up there and the rocks. As much as I wanted to check out that brush, I'm pretty intrigued by these rocks over here. Lots of game trail signs and ground squirrel signs and deer tracks. Lots of cut back here too from years ago. Probably the Forest Service coming in. Here we are in a rock outcropping. It always looks like there's so much more to these things after you see them from down below. Good hunting area, but it's such a peace-loving kind of town with very hippie roots that if I shot a deer up here and drug it through the community, even legally, probably be severely frowned upon. Forest Surface markings, leave that one. Even the dead trees, you see all the woodpecker holes. More rock outcropping. What is all that? What is all this? Blue liquid, whatever it is. Would be weeding back here. God, I hope I'm not coming across Bubba in his pot farm. Strange though. I mean, this is all long way from any public trails. A lot of Forest Service cut, but this cut looks a lot older than some of that trash. Oh, maybe it is. Here's that green patch we saw down below. Interesting tracks and prints and walkways. Quiet as the grave. Well, I don't really feel like going up any further. There's always that, like I just hiked to that one point, it'll be cool. Then you see another point and you're like, I just hiked to that other point. Pretty soon I'll be in Canada. All right, well, I'm gonna turn the camera back and head off down. It doesn't look good. Cameras never do it justice, but it's quite a bit steeper than you think in spots. And then when you step in leaf litter and, you know, being out of shape, like I said before.